Replacing the US dollar has long been a goal of nations adversarial to the United States. Led by the BRICS countries, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, calls for de-dollarization have grown louder over the past decade. And despite persistent skepticism, the dollar's share of global foreign exchange reserves has slowly declined. But two major developments have recently emerged that point in opposite directions. One suggests the push to replace the dollar may be losing momentum. The other hints that the long-term challenge to dollar dominance is cemented. Either way, the global monetary system may be approaching a crossroads, and the path forward is far from certain. De-dollarization has been a topic of intense interest for gold buyers, both retail and institutional, for many years. The US dollar serves as the primary currency for international trade and the unit of account for much of the global financial system. That position has helped keep US interest rates unusually low, allowing the government to finance its operations at relatively low cost. Because the world needs dollars to participate in global trade, foreign governments and institutions often acquire them by purchasing US treasuries. If that system were ever replaced or significantly weakened, the cost of borrowing for the United States would likely rise. And since mortgage rates are closely tied to treasury yields, a shift away from the dollar wouldn't just affect governments and central banks. It could directly impact homeowners and anyone hoping to buy a home in the United States. To understand whether de-dollarization is really happening, we first have to look at how it's measured. When economists examine the currency composition of global reserves, the dollar still dominates, making up roughly 57% of foreign exchange reserves according to IMF data. But when analysts measure total reserve assets by market value, a different picture emerges. In 2025, the value of gold held by central banks surpassed the value of dollar reserves, driven by a surge in gold prices and the most aggressive central bank gold buying in decades. Gold surpassing the dollar as the largest reserve asset was the first of two developments that suggest the global monetary system may be shifting. That shift also raises an important question. Could gold once again become a viable unit of trade between nations? As confidence in the dollar weakens internationally, gold tends to move in the opposite direction, increasing in value as countries search for alternatives. In the past, the logistics of physically moving gold made it impractical for settling modern trade, but advances in digital finance, particularly tokenization and blockchain infrastructure, are beginning to solve that problem. Technology is making it increasingly possible to represent and transfer gold digitally, potentially allowing it to function as a unit of account once again. And as gold's share of total reserve assets grows, the idea of gold playing a larger role in global trade becomes more plausible. But the second development points in the opposite direction. Recent geopolitical events have reminded the world that the dollar's dominance is not supported by economics alone. The United States still maintains overwhelming military power, and that reality shapes the global financial system in ways that are often overlooked. Nations that speak loudly about de-dollarization must also weigh the strategic consequences of challenging a system backed by the world's most powerful military alliance. Countries that barked loudly in recent years have fallen quiet in the aftermath of Venezuela and Iran's crushing defeats. It's a reminder that replacing the United States' hegemony is easier said than done. And there is evidence that the existing system remains firmly in place, despite gold's new status as the #1 reserve asset. Poland offers an interesting example. Over the past several years, Poland has been one of the most aggressive central bank buyers of gold, building its reserves to roughly 550 tons, and positioning itself among the largest sovereign gold holders in the world. But now, policymakers are considering doing something unexpected, using those gold reserves to help finance a major increase in defense spending. One proposal being discussed would allow Poland's central bank to generate as much as $13 billion by monetizing part of its gold holdings, either through limited sales or by revaluing the gold at current market prices and using the gains to support military expansion. Poland has been one of the world's largest buyers of gold in recent years. If gold were truly on the verge of replacing the dollar as the primary settlement asset for global trade, we might expect nations to hoard every ounce they can. Instead, Poland appears willing to treat gold as a strategic financial asset, something that can be converted into resources when national security demands it. And that brings us to a larger theme that may define the next phase of the global financial system. As geopolitical tensions rise, guns and gold are likely to play a larger role in how nations position themselves economically. Gold is viewed as a neutral reserve asset, something that cannot be frozen, sanctioned, or debased by another country's monetary policy. But at the same time, nations are reluctant to actually spend their gold if they can avoid it. Historically, gold tends to function as a reserve of last resort rather than a day-to-day medium of trade. Countries accumulate it for security, but they prefer to settle transactions using currencies instead. And for now, that currency is still overwhelmingly the US dollar. Part of the reason is simple. The global defense industry still runs largely through the United States and its allies. Many of the most advanced weapons systems in the world are produced by American defense contractors, and countries that want access to that technology must transact in dollars. In that sense, military alliances and financial systems are deeply intertwined. So while gold may continue gaining importance as a reserve asset, the dollar is unlikely to disappear from global trade soon. Instead, the world may be moving towards something more complex. A system where gold grows in strategic importance, but the dollar remains deeply embedded in the mechanics of global commerce. And that unresolved tension between gold and the dollar may define the next chapter of the global monetary system. And that's all we have for you today. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share with a friend. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.